Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Die. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Die's Shorts. This one's going to be a little bit different because we're going to go, I'm not going to actually go in my kitchen, but we're kind of going to go in my kitchen because I'm going to talk about Banoffee Pie, or it's like a dessert. And I'm going to show you it real quick and then I'll come back to the video. But so this is what it looks like after you've been eating on it. But I just want to show you like the layers and stuff, and I'll show you a better picture. But what I really wanted to show you right now is this beautiful, see it says Gibbs written on there with Jeff's mom's handwriting. And this is her pie pan, and I love it so much. When she came to visit once, she got a blue ribbon for making cinnamon rolls, and this pie pan I just love it so much. And so she had brought some cinnamon rolls, and I says, I would love to have your pie pan one day, and she goes, take it now, just don't tell Dad. And so she snuck it to me, and I've had it ever since. But so that's what I did the pie in. But anyways, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So yeah, like I said, today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go pop this back in the refrigerator, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this pie because it is so delicious. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have the pie. Now, I think the next time I make this, I'm just going to make it in a square pan. But anyways, you can see you've got your, oh my gosh, Diana, your graham cracker crust. And then you have a layer of dulce de leche. And I'll put a picture of what that looks like. So you can find it in your store. Then a layer of bananas, and then whipped cream, like real whipped cream. And it is so good. So I remember it wasn't a few years ago. I think it was last year for our 40th anniversary. We went to Cooper's Hawk. And my friend Karen Barber, she told us about this amazing dessert that was there. So we went there for supper. It was really good. It's a little expensive, so we just went for our 40th anniversary because that was a big deal. But the food was really good, so I usually don't mind spending more money when the food is good, right? But anyway, they had this really awesome dessert. So, I looked it up, and it is called Banoffee Pie. And I'm just reading because this is by Danielle Rye. So this is where I just Googled this recipe. And it just says a buttery graham cracker crust is filled with dulce de leche and sliced bananas, then topped with homemade whipped cream to create an irresistible banoffee pie. And banoffee just means like banana toffee, because that dulce de leche is like a caramel, like a thick caramel, but you don't have to make it because it's made in the can. Now you can make your own dulce de leche. I tried it, but I just as soon get it in the can already made, because what it is it's not carnation milk. Is it Eagle Brand? Eagle Brand condensed milk. I think that's that thicker milk, not carnation milk. I think it's whatever. But and then you have to cook it in the can for so long, and then it caramelizes that milk. But the dulce de leche is already done. It's basically this cooked milk, and it has that caramel. So you just make your graham cracker crust. I love graham crackers. I usually make me a little extra so I can eat it. I need to lose 5 pounds is now turned into I need to lose 10 pounds. But you just, put it in the pie pan. Then you, open up your dulce de leche cans, and then you spread it out. But you do have to cook, go by the recipe. But you do have to bake the shell for like 15 minutes, let it cool for 15 minutes. And then, you just put that dulce de leche in there, slice the bananas. Jeff sliced them, and then we laid them out there. Whip up that whipped cream. Oh my gosh! And put it on there. Put it in the oven. Now put it in the fridge to cool for a couple hours before you eat it. I did forget about because usually I take some chocolate, and I usually grate the chocolate on the top, and I totally forgot about that. But it is so good. So hopefully, you'll try it. It's really yummy. It's really impressive. But like I said, I think the next time I make it, I'm going to just make it in like a 9x9 square pan. I think that would work just as well. I'm trying to think how it came at Cooper's Hawk, if it was cut like a pie or if it was just cut in a square, because I think it would work either way, right? And then we also had, because this is like Thanksgiving yumminess, we also did the mashed potatoes. And this recipe I got, and it's actually this Jeff Morrow from the Food Network, and it's his mom's mashed potatoes. And so they're like a lot of fat, but oh my gosh, so good. But he called them the creamiest, butteriest, tastiest mashed potatoes ever. This recipe from my mom is 50% potatoes, 50% butter, 50% cream cheese, and 25% half and half, which is 200% record-breaking flavor. Isn't that hilarious? I think that guy's funny. He's a good cook. So we had those mashed potatoes, and we had gravy, and then I'm a big lazy bones when it comes to stuffing, so we just used the box stovetop stuffing. I mean, I remember years past, I would, break up the bread the night before, and we would stuff the turkey, which is really yummy. But now there's so many, like, don't do that, blah 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 blah. But because I remember sitting, the night before Thanksgiving with Granny. With her dark roasting pan, and we would sit there and we would break the bread up into small bits, and then I remember she'd take some that we broke up and she'd break them up smaller. But that's such a great memory, and I think that's what Thanksgiving is all about, being thankful for how blessed you are. I mean, I am so totally blessed to come from a great family, being married into a great family. I wish that was how it was for everybody, but I think you make your own family, if you don't live near your family, which, all my family's in Canada, you make your family. We live in this nice little community that we've been here, 27 years or something like that. And we just have this little close-knit group, and we just all get along so well. So, but I had so many questions about the Banoffee Pie because I posted pictures on Facebook, and Jeff smoked the turkey that tasted so delicious. And then we had all the other fixings and the green bean casserole and stuff. And so I took pictures, and Jeff goes, this Thanksgiving dinner should automatically make you an American citizen because I'm still Canadian with the green card, and I do need to get my American citizenship, but you have to do a test, and I hate tests. I don't have a very good memory, so that just has me a little scared to do that. But so I know this is really blobbing and blah, blah, and just kind of talking. I'm not really doing anything stamping today. I just wanted to make sure I came in and let you know how thankful I am for you as well, for our community here, our little family on my YouTube channel, in the chat room that we get visiting, and I've gotten to know some of you outside of the chat room. I've not met you personally, but I feel like I know you just from texts and phone calls and emails and all that kind of stuff. But I am very, very blessed, and I know that I am, to have all of you. So I'm just going to stop all this chitter chatter for now, and because I think that's all I want to talk about. That good pie, it's just sitting here going, eat me. And I will see you Monday for my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And that will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And let's see, what is Monday? Monday is the 1st of December, right? I think so. So I'll see you next month. And don't forget, December 1st is the last day for the Black Friday sale. And I have a really fun idea for my whatchamacallit, my mini masterpiece for December. So don't forget, this is the one that you're earning if you order 75 before tax and shipping in the month of November. You're earning this little guy, so you'll get him with your thank you card the first part of December. And then I'm going to do something different for December because it's the end of the year and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, this is the November one. And I put some puff paint on there and some glitter, so it really looks like he's making those snow angels. But I love how that one turned out. I'm excited to show you the December one because I'm going to do something a little bit different. And just make sure if you have any questions about that. Also, I'm going to be doing my customer selector. So if you haven't ordered $50 before tax and shipping in the last 6 months, make sure you do that. Make sure you go in there on your account as well and make sure your address is correct. Maybe you get your mail that goes to a P.O. box. You just want to make sure that you do that. You put that on your mailing part in your customer account because that way, Stampin' Up knows, oh, your mail goes to a P.O. box and not, a physical address. And because nothing's sadder when I go to my mailbox and go, oh no, this mini catalog or whatever was returned because the address was wrong. So just make sure you go in there and check that. Because of the security in regards to credit cards, your accounts, I can't go in there and change the address. So that's why you have to do that. So just make sure you do that. All right, I'm going to stop blabbing, and I will see you Monday. So have a good weekend. Bye for now.